Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today I'm bringing you the top 10 hotness. These are the games that most people want to say they have must have or will want to buy, that kind of stuff, for the Spiel Essen Fair in 2023. Now in this particular list I've also got 4 expansions to talk to you about as well, and also my particular pick for the best thing to pick out at the fair, which maybe others haven't spotted yet and why it might have gone under the radar. But first up we have this game in at number 11. This is Rats of Wistar. You can check out my video already for this. There are some other videos in this list too, which you'll also find videos for. And of course I will be filming a walkthrough of the halls, so like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll give you some tips as to how to find places, especially with this year where things are a bit different. So first up we have, obviously in at number 10, we've got another title from De Beer here. This is Three Ring Circus. Circuses seem to be a thing right now and I know it's getting a lot of hype. Happy to check this out as well. Next up we have Sky Team. Really looks appealing. This is a 2-player cooperative game by Scorpion Masks. Definitely want to check this one out and give this a play. It's by Luc Redmond. Again, it's Prepare for Landing. Looks like a really interesting box. Definitely want to check this out. Next up we have our first expansion. This is the same publisher and designer. Now this publisher is actually half owned by Uwe Rosenberg, which we'll come back on to talking about. This is the expansion for the very popular game Ark Nova. Next up we have got Shipyard. Now this is Shipyard's second edition by Vladimir Sushi, and this is by Delicious Games. This is a game I might check out maybe on the Sunday, subject to space. Next up we have got the Underwater Cities promo pack. So this is a follow-up, again another kind of expansion, but I'm putting it in the expansion promo kind of zone. Again, another game by Vladimir Sushi. Next up we have Danny Garcia's Barcelona. Now I very much do like games which have names after cities, and I've been to many of those places. Over 225 games I've actually played that I've actually visited the city, either having played the game or vice versa. So that sounds really interesting to me. This is by Board and Dice. Looking forward to checking this one out. 60 to 90 minutes, 1 to 4 players for ages 14 plus. Now we have another expansion. This is in Hall 3 I think, and this is Lost Ruins of Arnak, The Missing Expedition. This is the second expansion. I haven't played the first expansion unfortunately. I was due to get it and unfortunately my copy didn't get to me, so in the end I got a different game at the time. But this again by Min and Elwyn, by CGE, that's Czech Games Edition. I've got an insert which hopefully will take this expansion to by In My Box. So if you want to check out my inserts playlist, check out that. Check out my Setup Play and Review playlist, my AmassGames playlist, my Spiel Essen playlist, amongst many others. Obviously, check out my comments, best on YouTube, because this does get shared elsewhere. We spoke about Uwe Rosenberg. I have a playlist for him too. I've played about 32 of his games, of about the 38 major games he's made. This is Plants Nouveau. It's the same artist as howto, which if it isn't on the channel at time of recording, it will be within a matter of days. This is by Lucius Schiesmon as the artist, and The Game Builders. So next up we've got World Wonders. This is not by Emerson Matsuuchi. So Foundations of Rome is a similar kind of premise by Arcane Wonders, who I really rate highly. And this particular game, it's very highly rated. It's sold out at Gen Con I believe. Looks really interesting over in Hall 2. Next up, Caught in Horror. You can check out my video. No one else has a video at time of recording. This is the City of Silver. This is a silver mining town or city over in the Czech Republic. And the lead designer, who is Andre, really rated my video as well. You can hear him talking about it in my video for that too. So just Google AmassGames and Horror and you'll find it. Next up we have another expansion. This is the same artist, Beth Sobel, for Cascadia. This again is a Spiel.digital winning game. Check out my Spiel.digital winning playlist. This is Landmarks. Again, this is the expansion for Cascadia, a game which followed after Calico. Now AEG and Flatout Games are behind this. Next up we have another Vladimir Sushi game, and this is another game in Vladimir's games title called Delicious Games. I think he owns it or partially owns it. This is Evacuation, obviously set in space. Then we have number 2 in the list. We have The White Castle as a follow-up to The Red Cathedral. So of course Cathedral, Castle, Red, White. I don't know if there's going to be a blue, something like that, blue port. And this is by De Beer again. And finally at number 1, it's not in the T series, even though David Turtsey is in it. And again, it's still by Board and Dice. Looks pretty cool. I'm really impressed by the looks of this. You can check out all my other titles in their series, that T series line in particular. Tekkenu to Watsunitsu, and there's another game which I can't think of, Terracotta Army as well. So another 1 to 4 player game, 60 to 150 minutes, ages 14 plus, a solo mode by David Turtsey as well. Check out my David Turtsey playlist. I think I've got a Board and Dice playlist, and also check out my solo playlist and various other things too. Cooperative playlist, of course, for that Sky Team game. Any other questions? Again, check me out of Linktree. There's also competitions there, but they are time sensitive. There is something coming though, but they do disappear. Head through to Instagrams, over 3,000 posts, loads of photos going on there from last year and this year as well. Lots of things are pinned from last year, in particular at Spiel Essen. If you find this video too fast, just slow it down. Another daily video is coming out tomorrow. Again, check out those walkthrough videos. They're really helpful because it's a very much different approach this year. I'll be at the media event, so I'll try and get some content created for that too. Join the discussion over on Facebook. Listen to the podcast as well. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can find it on Overwatch, as well as on various other things, Google and Android and stuff like that. So Nuclear Innocent #1, I have pre-ordered it. I look forward to bringing that to Channel 2. Check out Hexicon if you're in the UK. It's the first post-Spiel Essen board game convention, I believe, in the UK. So loads of attendees attending that. Again, looking forward to speaking to you again soon. But for now, back to the table.